We can have this cleared up in a second.
Let me just make a slight adjustment.
What do you think?
Could be a shell casing or a small artillery fragment. The edges are dull, but it could have been white hot when it entered the body.
That would make sense.
But look at this.
What?
These small markings. See them here?
Looks like some kind of a stamp.
Like it's been tooled or etched. Pretty fine work, too. This square we're looking at is only 10 microns across. Strange.
Thank you. I'll be right with you. I just pass out my I don't know what happened.
Leave a message, please.
Mulder, it's me. I just had something incredibly strange happen. This piece of metal that they took out of Dwayne Barry, it has some kind of a code on it. I ran it through a scanner and some kind of a serial number came up. What the hell is this thing, Mulder? It's almost as if somebody was using it to catalog him.
This is better than my dream, and my dream was pretty good.
I couldn't stand being away from you.
Well, I hope you won't regret it because it's hotter than Hades in here.
The hotter, the better.
Oh, jeez.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I'll have a fresh pot ready in just a jiffy, big man.
No, that's disgusting. It's gratuitous. Gratuitous sex is disgusting.
There's no such thing as gratuitous sex. Gratuitous violence, yes, all violence is gratuitous, but sex cannot and will not ever be gratuitous.
They make them do that, you know.
Who makes who do what?
The networks make the writers and the producers add sex.
Well, I thought the networks, were making the producers take the sex out. I mean, the producers and the writers, they put all that sex in there, then the network cuts it out.
No, that's nudity. The network takes out the nudity, but they add sex.
How can you have sex without nudity?
Come on, big man, use your imagination.
Okay, I know that you can have sex without nudity. I mean, I know that. But if you have a choice, wouldn't you really rather be naked? See that? I mean, look at that. Look at it. Is that real? Come on.
It's television, Stan. It's not supposed to be real.
Besides, from what I've seen, you're already back to your old self.
Hey, can you switch that channel off?
All they got on there is sitcoms and news magazines.
Now, yes, but soon, very soon, there's going to be like 500 channels. Besides the sports channel, the weather channel, there'll be the ballet channel, the dog food channel, the old dreidel network. There won't be any books or newspapers, no telephones. We'll only be able to communicate with email and QVC. We'll all be interactive. All you need to see and hear, you'll see and hear without ever having to rise from your Sealy Posturepedic. I'm talking about high definition. I'm talking about virtual reality. I'm talking about living in the fast lane of the electronic information superhighway. You better get ready, because it's coming.
I gotta make a call. I wish they'd bring back Hawaii to 5-0. After he got out of prison, he went straight to Colorado. There's no way he could have killed Goodrich.
Oh.
Ellen? Hello? Honey?
Fortunately, there's new Milky Way Light with half the fat of most leading chocolates and all of the creamy smoothness of a regular Milky Way. So who needs to go through all this?
Honey?
New Milky Way Light. Now you don't have to cheat to eat.
It's a store like they've never seen before. The only way you can't describe it. You're gonna have to come out and actually see it.
Reaction. My thumbs are swollen up twice the normal size. Oh. Man, but the oil from those very same pork rinds has given the ball a lovely spin. Whoa, waitress, more pork rinds.
We've got laughs from coast to coast to make you smile. A real light look at you, to capture all that style. You're the red, white, and blue. The funniest things you do. America, America, listen to you. Stories from your friends next door, but they never told. You might be a star tonight, so let that camera roll. You're the red, white, and blue. All the funniest things you do. America, America, listen to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Saget.
Thank you. Oh, not necessary. Just not necessary. It really is not necessary. Thank you very much. Welcome to our show. Thank you. Listen to this. If I had a magnet in my head, okay, and the camera was made of metal like the older ones used to be, every time I would try to talk to you, this would happen. This would actually happen. It's a good thing I wasn't on a bike.
Attention, please. We have been advised to warn you of an outbreak of strange occurrences. It only seems to affect young cyclists, a magnetic force that pulls them toward obstacles. Even boys in green shirts are affected. A wide open road suddenly becomes an electronic conduit to an otherwise harmless mailbox. Any comments, Skippy?
You sure did. Are you all right?
We have no idea what this force is or how it can be stopped, but we do now know that the force is with you. Even kids who stay off the road and away from mailboxes in the seeming safety of their own driveways are not immune. The tennis court.
Look at him go.
Yes, let's look at him go.
Ace bike rider.
But even this ace bike rider succumbs to the inevitable draw of the strange magnet. What can be done? That's hard to say. But if your kid insists on riding a bike in front of your house, you might think of putting up a for sale sign.
For centuries, historians and biblical scholars have speculated on the origins of the Philistines and the other sea peoples described in the Bible. The answer would be found not in the sands or the scripture of the Holy Land, but in the writings of an Egyptian pharaoh.
TLC will return with archaeology.
This is the temple of Medinet Habu in Egypt. The great sea battles pictured here have long baffled scholars. Who were the people the Egyptians fought and captured, and when? The monuments remained mute for almost 3,000 years. Then, in 1829, the famed linguist Jean-François Champollion arrived at the ruins of Thebes and translated these hieroglyphs. He determined that the temple belonged to an Egyptian pharaoh named Ramses III, and depicted his victory over an invading force of strange, seafaring people. Of the 3 sets of prisoners being led off, Champollion managed to translate one of the names just before his death in 1832. These hieroglyphs spelled out the identity of the captured warriors. They were the Philistines.
The reliefs on the walls of the mortuary temple of Ramses III, they are really one of the most exciting sources of learning how the sea people, the Philistines, looked physically, especially their weapons, their headgear, and so on. The ships of the Philistines have beaks which look like heads of birds, and the motive of the bird is reoccurring in their art.
The first excavations of Philistine sites in the Holy Land turned up pottery with the same kinds of distinctive, stylized birds. At first, archaeologists assumed it had been imported from somewhere in the Aegean. It was almost identical to the exquisite ceramics created by the Minoans on the island of Crete and the Mycenaeans on the Greek mainland. But analysis of the clays used showed that the pottery had been made locally. The pieces of the puzzle were falling into place. It now seemed that the Philistines' journey to the Holy Land could be traced all the way back to ancient Greece. But what force could have driven them from their homeland to settle in as foreign and unwelcoming a place as the plains of Philistia? The Egyptian hieroglyphs, the first appearance of the Philistines in the Bible, and the earliest evidence of their settlement in Israel all date from the same time, around 1200 BC. Archaeology has revealed this to be a period of profound upheaval throughout the Mediterranean. Although its causes are unclear, some sort of catastrophe had torn the closely woven fabric of society throughout the Mediterranean. These waves of destruction left their mark here as well. Below the Philistine layers of Ekron lie the charred remains of a small Canaanite city that fell in the terrible collapse of the 12th century BC.
Well, when we go up to this corner, we see here a really wonderful destruction of mud bricks, slanting, as you can see here, burnt red and black. There were wooden beams, there were store jars filled with figs, and when we see this, we really get a feeling of the city totally destroyed by fire.
It now appears that in the midst of the chaos, the Philistines fled the Aegean in search of a new homeland. After their loss to the Egyptians, they retreated or were deported to the plains between Judea and the sea. The real genius of the Philistines, now emerging from the ruins.
On the fountain to show that I'm used to live here.
See, here's the problem. Here's the problem. You used to live here.
Right.
She's your ex-roommate.
And she hasn't, I haven't been able to get in touch with her.
She's not home.
Right.
And you're here with a key to the back door in the middle of the night. No, this does not equate. This is not A, B,
Can
and
I get
C
my
equals
license
D.
to show who I am?
We'll do that in just a second. You want to get some ID from her?
What's she saying?
I'm the ex-roommate. I used to live here. I haven't heard from her in 4 days, so I'm going to bebop over here in the middle of the night, come in the back door and see what I can find.
How'd she get in?
She got a key. She got a key. Just a little suspicious.
Oh, yeah. Well, I used to live
She started to go through the drawers in here, too.
Wait a minute. Hey, how old is that?
Whoa! Looks like she had a key to me.
Yeah.
Item 26. We need to hold her. That unit out the house phone with that lady. She better.
Yeah. She laid her shoulder
She
into
goes to
it.
jail, that young lady. Take a look at that door.
Well,
Yeah, she had the key to one lock and not to the other. I wonder why she didn't have the second one. The roommate did not want her body in the house. She started going through at least this drawer here. And obviously this is not her bedroom. This is probably the occupant's bedroom. So she only been in a few seconds by the time we got here, so...
good deal. Good deal.
Oh, I love that. I used to be a roommate.
Walking around the corner, she says, well, I used to live here. And I thought, well,
she didn't have any friends with her.
the house where I used to live in, somebody lived there before too, but I wouldn't want them coming back home.
Keep those old keys, they come in handy.
Well, you may want to have them pull this report number up.
Maybe another burglary.
Well, and they'll have the complainant's name on that. I'll call PIC. I'll do it on PIC.
Great. I like when they don't run or don't fight. It's nice and handy. I used to live there. I got keys to your house. We come over? Check it out.
Item 413 PIC.
Well, let's look at the key then.
Now, I understand that. What kind of key did you have to fit to open that?
Excuse me?
What kind of key did you have to fit to
I
open
was
that?
pushing the door with my key.
It looked like you were pushing it pretty hard.
I was pushing it. I was worried about my roommate.
in Texas-
I hadn't heard from him for 3 to 4 days.
In Texas, when you push a door that doesn't belong to you and it does that, and you go in,
This
that's called
is the
burglary.
key. This is the key that I was pushing the door with.
Show me if it unlocks it.
It's not going to unlock it now, sir. It's stuck. No.
What more do you want? You want these or not?
Can I go ahead and show you my name?
Can you pull up the service number for me?
Can I go in here and show you my name?
Behind your back like the officers ask you to do. We're not going to play games right now.
And tell me the complainant's name and address.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why y'all doing me like this? Wait a minute, Marley.
Don't fight. Quit fighting, all right? Relax your arms.
Wait a minute. I don't want this on my arm. I said I will show you.
Let you show us.
I said I will go in our file cabinet and show you my name on the bill.
We'll do that in just a minute after you're cuffed. You have no choice here, young lady. Go to the ground.
Wait a minute.
Go to the ground. Go to the ground. Go to the ground. Go to the ground.
Wait a minute. What is going on? What is going on here? What, are you crazy?
All right. No, we're there.
This isn't necessary.
Just relax, all right?
This is not necessary,
Just
sir.
relax. Okay.
Strong woman. Just lay still for a minute.
I said...
You relax.
I said I will go go and show you my name's on the bill.
Relax. Young lady, you understand English. Relax.
I don't want y'all holding me in this thing.
Well, this is called arrest, and you're going to jail.
All right, then I'll go to jail.
Yeah. Let's go.
And resisting arrest or assault, whatever.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, son.
I tried twice to save that table, but she kicked it over. We start spinning around the corner here. She's slinging three of us around. So I said, let's go to the ground. I said, let's go to the ground. We're not going anywhere. And when we went to the ground, just all of us pushed the table, and it was an accident. You're worried about not knocking things over and tearing up these people's home. But then again, you've got your safety to worry about, and you've got to get this lady into custody. So she's en route now. She'll be charged with burglary of a habitation and resisting arrest due to the fact that we had problems getting her into custody like we did. But it all turned out good. I mean, this neighbor did a good job of watching the house, and he's the reason we caught this lady. We just hope now she doesn't have any more keys hidden away and we don't have to play this game again. I love a loud woman.
I get that way when I feel good. Oh, honey, that feels so I just did it for him.
Silk Stockings is brought to you by Alka-Seltzer, trusted relief for 60 years.
Here's where Alka-Seltzer Plus fights tough cold with tough congestion, tough aches, tough sore throat.
This is why you need a tough medicine. Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold Medicine. The leading cold pill only relieves congestion, but Alka-Seltzer Plus relieves congestion, sore throat, sneezing, body aches. That's tough medicine.
You bet it's tough.
Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold Medicine. It's tough medicine. For a cold with a cough, try Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Cough Medicine.
They've seemed like the only answer to stains. But there's something with power that hits stains, like a wrecking ball. Power that digs into stains, like a drill. It's not a pre-treater. It's new Ultra Era. Now so powerful, you actually use less. This pre-treater can't beat this stain even with detergent. But watch Era cut through with just a spray of water. For power that comes on like a ton of bricks. It's Ultra Era, the power tool for stains.
You gotta murder my son!
What if it's the wrong guy, Mr. Hudson? The jury will let him go. When the innocent stand condemned.
There's not the slightest shred of a doubt?
And the guilty go free.
He's the guy you after. An innocent man is going to die tonight.
Would you risk everything to do the right thing? I got your wife, and that's no bluff. Tim Matheson.
Catherine!
Helen Shaver. Trial and Error. A USA World Premiere movie. Tomorrow night at 8.
What do you think? Jury gonna convict her?
That is a hard call. I doubt it, though.
What? Even with the confession?
Yeah, I mean, by the time her defense attorneys get through, the jury is not even going to believe that she was in the state of Florida when Beverly Wyman was murdered, you know? It's going to be Jennifer was the victim. Forget about the doctor's wife.
They were both victims. Even though Wyman was the one that ended up dead, Jennifer was a victim. I'll bet she won't make it past 30. That girl's going to self-destruct.
Well, I don't know. I think there's still hope. You know, I mean, if somebody would just give her some guidance. if her mother or somebody would spend some time with her, there would be hope.
You really believe that?
Yes, I do. I really do. So, tell me something, Christopher.
What?
What happened with your car?
Oh, no.
What?
I mean, what happened with my car this time?
I did not say that.
No, you didn't have to say it. It was all over your face.
I'm
That's
serious.
what you meant.
What happened?
She was running so smooth. I was on the highway, no traffic, so I decided to blow the carbon out.
And?
Well, I blew the head gasket instead. But I can fix it. You know, it's still a great car. It's a great car.
It's a great car. I'm sorry. No. It's so bad.